Hello, everyone. Good day, and welcome to a fun, fantastic Friday. A day where we just come and we want to do the best, and then also take the best into the weekend, and to live a very magnificent weekend with our family. So, thank you guys so much for always being here. I see the managing director is here, and of course, our one of our mantles of hope, Sister Yvonne, is always here most of the time, 99%.
I
And
try.
yes, we all try. That's all we can do is to try our best. So thank you guys so much. And I know that others are going to be joining in, but I'm also so grateful because they can also go to YouTube and watch from there as well. To continue to watch, it's not just once, continue to learn. We all after this, we also go to the YouTube by ourselves with our families and do continue to watch and learn and also comment and ask questions. So thank you so much. And I want to appreciate John here and Sister Yvonne because last Wednesday I was not present. I apologize, but I was invited to the capital to represent One Global Movement, and I loved it. I'm grateful that I don't know how they found me, but they found me. And I went there, and lots and lots of great things that we're going to be implementing and also advocating and writing letters to our house reps. So a lot of great things to come, but we have to keep working. And one of the things that I spoke on yesterday at the Capitol is persistence. Persistence. And the word echoed throughout our day with even our talks with the reps and the call to the prison. We called to the prison and spoke to some prisoners. That word echoed, and I thank God for putting that word in my heart to bring it there because a lot of people were talking about how they are tired of keep asking the government for this, for that. They're not doing. They're tired. They said, but what do you think about this? Everybody was talking. I said, what I can deduce from this is persistence. Persistence is so paramount in everything that we do because I have been persisting with One Global Movement ever since I was a child, 11 years old. And today it keeps growing, it keeps taking form and shape, and it keeps being implanted more and more into my heart and to all of us, our hearts, and into the hearts of children. And so I said, we can never give up. If you give up in life, then you're going to die a million deaths before your actual death. And when the actual death comes, you're not going to die with happiness. I want to be able to die with happiness, knowing that I persisted to do what God called me to do. Even when they said no, I'm not going to say a no today is going to apply for a no tomorrow. And so everybody was so happy that I spoke about that. And we were so determined that we're going to write letters, we're going to write petitions and everything that concerns food justice for every child, food justice for every woman, food justice for all families. And food justice here applies a lot of things like we didn't complete the top as you spoke last time. We're still going to pick up from there and to continue because this is the season of growth, the season of transformation, the season of abundance and prosperity where we sow. When you sow something, you're not just sowing only the physical soil, you're sowing into the soil of your heart, the soil of your mind, the soil of your entire being in order to get good results because we all sow differently. And so we have to persist. There is nothing that comes good without you applying that persistency with determination to say, it's going to happen at God's appointed time. So I was so happy yesterday. But thank you guys so much for covering up for when I'm not. That is the essence of why we are here together with the co-host. Even when I'm not a host, I don't have to be a host all the time. No, you guys can also be host. And thank God because we are all bent in making sure that children see the light of day. Women and children and young people see the light of day, and we're doing our part, and we have to keep doing it, and then pulling all these resources that God sent our way to bring it together and keep reaching every child. So thank you guys so much, and thank you for preparing what you prepared. That made it easy for me and easy too for the panelists that were here. They were so happy when I turned it
Okay.
over to them. They said, "Oh my God, I'm so happy." Because I was thinking of how I was going to say it. I said,
Yeah.
that's not me. I didn't write that. Sister Yvonne helped to prepare them, not me. So,
Yeah.
but that is such a beautiful thing. And we are here. We pray for all of us. We pray for especially us that have been chosen and ordained to carry this mission to the world, to women, children, and
Yes.
young people, that God should continue to give us good health. Good
Amen.
health doesn't mean that you're not without pain, but
Mm-hmm.
good health means you say, you know what? I know that I serve a living God, that it's going to make me, to help me, to lead me to do what I'm supposed to do in spite of my pain. And I know that He will heal me. He will heal me. We just need to believe and keep
Mm-hmm.
doing. Let us not just resign our faith in one place and mourn and cry and say, I have pain, I have that. This is what keeps me going. Otherwise, I would have gone mentally sick that I would not be able to do this. But I said, no, this brain problem has to go away. It has
Mm-hmm.
to go away. It's just an accident, it's just a season. And we
It
pray
is.
for each and every one of us here. And we pray for our CEO as well to continue to do what he is doing so that we all can be better to serve and to help the most vulnerable in the world. So, today's topic is very beautiful. And just so you also know, again, Sister Yvonne has taken on the responsibility to deal with most of these topics according to how she can deal with them. But we also have that responsibility to contribute in our own individual ways. So
Yes.
here we have today's Friday, and we have One Global Movement Revolution Part 325, The Power of Vision. Let that sink in for a moment. The
Mm-hmm.
power of vision.
Yeah.
Seeing beyond today to build a better tomorrow.
Yep.
And this alone, this statement summarizes why we are here, why we are created in the first place, and what our assignment is.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
summarizes how we live our day to day lives. It summarizes how we want to use our vision to transform and to change the world, doing
Mm-hmm.
it one step at a time, and how we can do it without being criticized. And even if when we are criticized, we take it as a challenge and rise above that and learn and continue to grow. This is what this statement is all about, because we can keep talking on this for all, from the time a child is conceived to the time the child is born and raised and being responsible in their community, and then till the time they age, until the time they return again to where we came from. This is so paramount. And so we're going to talk about it today. And as usual, we can never stop talking about it. And it's not always enough, because we're going to keep repeating things, because this thing, it cuts across everything that we're going to talk here in One Global Movement for the rest of our life. So, vision is the bridge between where we are and where generations will rise. Where we are,
Mm-hmm.
how generations will rise from the spot where you and I, all of us here, are today. In the eyes of a child, in the strength of a woman, and in the dreams of the young person. This means a lot. The future begins with you. It begins with me. It begins with the child the moment you're born. And it is up to us to train that child from the moment they are born, because they look up to us. And so they can begin their vision right from there. Because remember that before we were formed in our mother's womb, God had already written our future. And our future is one of greatness. And in that future comes a vision. That big dream, the biggest of dreams, is given to us by before birth. It's
Yes.
written before birth. And so it begins right when we conceive that child. That is when our own begins. What are you talking to that child in your stomach? What are you doing? What are you drinking? What are you hearing? What are you listening to? What are you setting your eyes on? That's where it begins. And then, and it also begins here now that our CEO brought us together. It begins here now with One Global Movement. It begins right here. Every day, every day, every day. Remember, every day is a new day, and we learn from yesterday, and we acted more today, and we do it as if today will be our last day, so that when we are no more tomorrow, since tomorrow is promised no one, we know that the people tomorrow will take from where we ended today and see a very clear pattern and vision for them to be able to continue to do it following their own vision. Because what we do here is a general vision of the world with us bringing our own individual vision according to the way that we can do it, according to our upbringing, our environment, and according to our resources is the same thing. Is the same thing. No matter what we do, unless people are doing something that does not serve humanity, then that means they're hurting themselves and they're also hurting their families. They're also hurting the environment, which is not a good thing. So, what is the mantra for this topic today? I see it. I believe it. I become it. And the vision breaks limits and builds legacies. And this is the crown mantle of hope. And from my grandmother, we all are crown mantles of hope of one global movement because we've been. Welcome, Melanie.
Yes, yes.
Yes, good morning, sisters.
Good, good
Thank
morning.
you. Thank
You
you.
got it right? Okay, obviously, yes.
Good. So, the power of vision in the context of one global movement, building hopes and dreams mission to the world for children, women, and young people is a call to see beyond limitations. A
Yes.
call to see beyond limitations. A call to see beyond your dreams. You dream with intention and act with purpose. That intentional act that doesn't see criticism, that doesn't listen to, that doesn't waste time, that doesn't say, I'm going to postpone this. No procrastination. It represents the unstoppable energy that comes from knowing who you are, where you are going. Where are you going? And why it matters to you. Why it matters to us that we must do what we are doing here. Why does it matter? And not just for yourself, but for generations to come. And it starts with us, the parents, the caregivers, the children, because our children, our nephews and nieces and uncles and aunties, they're looking up to us just like we are looking up to them. So we must play our part. So vision as a divine blueprint. So it's a lot of, like you said before, sister, before we got on stage here, this thing is broken down into different things. You can talk about vision as a blueprint. You can talk about vision as it empowers identity, your identity. Talk about it, and vision as it sparks possibilities, which is one of the possibilities that brought us here together. A possibility through a CEO that sees humanity from the inner lens, not the physical lens, the inner lens that comes from within. Otherwise, we'll not be here. So it comes in different ways. So I'm going to let you go ahead, or you and Melanie go ahead, so then we can just go and say it the way that you know that it applies to you, because that's the way God gave it to you. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you, sister. Yes. So this is a powerful topic. And you mentioned some things, blueprint and so on, because a vision has to be followed through. And in the Bible, in Habakkuk, I guess he's a prophet, and the Lord said to him, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets. Today we use paper or computer or whatever, that he who runs may read it. So you have the vision, but you have to pursue it, just like you were saying. When we write the vision, we show that we believe in the Creator and trust Him to bring it to pass. That's the confidence that we must have. We also know that just like leadership, we're all leaders and we all have been given more than one vision sometime, but we
Right.
at least have one. What are you here for? We also show that we are good stewards of His revelation because He gave it to us. He's telling us, He's making it plain. Writing the vision is an act of agreement between us and the Creator, even if no one else catches your vision for a while. That's what will happen. You might have to do it for a while alone. Writing the vision is an act of agreement that makes it tangible so that others can receive it too. And then they will join you at their discretion because not everything is for everybody, right?
Right.
Vision isn't just about dreaming, it's about building the roadmap, as you said, to those dreams. Proactive vision is much better than reactive problem solving every time, right?
Right.
That's a cue. And seeing the potential, as you said, is the first step to unlocking it.
Yeah.
But you must see it. You can't wait for anybody else to give it to you, you know? It's about having that future perspective and then working backwards. Vision equal inspiration equal action. So Sister Melanie can have her turn now. I don't want to hog it. I have a lot here too.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sisters. Good morning, good
Good
afternoon.
morning.
Afternoon,
Good
right? Yeah.
afternoon.
Looks like a little gloomy Friday over here.
It
Oh,
is here too.
Yeah,
Yes,
same
it's
here
wet
too.
and dreary. Yes.
yeah. Um, I see vision like I take from Dr. Martin Luther, for example, and there's many other
Yes.
visionaries like I
Yes.
mean, writing on passive, we have one who is Ash. But
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther said, Martin Luther King, it's a junior, his son,
Mm-hmm.
said, well, he took it from the dad, right? I have a dream.
I have a dream.
I have a dream. And his speech, he didn't just lay it, like, just say he has a dream. He worked towards it, right? He pointed it to a plan. And also he painted, he placed something in his future. So when he died, the legacy still remained. Martin Luther's name reigned all over, just like every other visionaries. So
Mm-hmm.
having a vision is having a dream that you believe in and have it established through what you're working for your goals to make it happen. Okay? So that is the vision right there. And your vision also becomes the goals that you set. I see the vision also becoming realistic when we work on it. And again, collaboration, collaboration, together, we fulfill that vision, that dream, it becomes a vision, and there we are. Um, Vision speaks passion. So I named my brand name is Vision, Value, and Victory.
Yep.
You have to have a vision, and from there you gain value because you are setting something up for success yourself, and you're
Mm-hmm.
bringing others with you, right? That's the value in there. And then from there, having the value where you work together or by yourself, solo. I don't like solo. I like people. So
That's you.
together, and then you get victory. You get victory from all of what you were trying to do with other people, where this one can put in their senses, this, together, everybody together, collaboratively, we bring in pointers, we bring in our values, and then we gain victory. That's how we win. So
Yes.
it's a good thing to have a vision and that you stay in the face of that vision so you
Mm-hmm.
can get value out of it. So it brings you victory. And that's what we are here for in One Global Movement, Sister Yvonne, and also in Unpassive.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Ash founded a family, global
Yes.
family.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
certainly,
Yes.
certainly. I so loved this and the way that you ordered this theme in two parts. You know, the power of vision, which we are talking about, and seeing beyond today to build a better tomorrow. That is such
Yep.
a beautiful question because our CEO who brought us together, that's exactly what he's working on. Look at where
Absolutely.
we are today. Look at where we are
Mm-hmm.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Talk
Mm-hmm.
about Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream that would never go away. From little, I have a dream. A dream. And I have a dream that one day I will be sitting here with people that I don't know, but I know them because I know that we are all created by the same God.
Same
That's
creator.
what
Yeah.
and we were created not to dwell in isolation. But
No, we weren't.
you said something there that I really love because when you said your dream was given to you, it's only you. You might be able to see it by yourself for some
Yes.
time.
Yep.
Before then, you can have other people to begin to see it. And you
Absolutely.
have other people to see it when you are actioning it out the right way.
Yes.
And
There
that is
you go.
that's your
Yes.
art, your commercial to
Mm-hmm.
the world. You don't have to
Yep.
force somebody to do something. You don't
No,
have
you
to
can't.
do it. They will just see what you're doing and they join.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Mm-hmm.
here in One Global Movement, sometimes when you say, oh, people are not come, they don't need to come. They
They
will
don't.
come when
When it's
your vision resonates with them. They will
That's
come
right.
when they realize that what you are doing is a noble cause for humanity. You see,
Mm-hmm.
some people you might think, oh, why is my mother or my father or my brother, my sister or my auntie does not believe in my dream? Remember, Your vision was given to you alone.
It was.
And you have to be the one to see it, and seeing it with your mind's eye, not the physical eye. And the
Mm-hmm.
mind's eye entails a lot of things that we need to put in place, and all of these things we were born with. But because of what something or one reason or the other, or maybe because of our environment or our upbringing, because of a lot of things, we did not focus on that, or we were not taught to focus on that, or sometimes the parents are not even there for one reason or the other to
Yeah.
help children focus on their
Yeah.
goals and their dreams,
Yeah.
because it was given to you.
It
Like,
was.
what are you doing, Sister Yvonne, with water? What are you doing, Sister Melanie, with vision and vision?
Value
Value
and victory.
and
Yes,
victory.
God gave
Yes.
it to you victory. All of
Mhm.
these things embodies everything that everyone else, every good person is doing in the world. This is exactly
Absolutely.
what it is. And so, where there is vision, the people prosper. So vision as a divine blueprint in one global movement, vision isn't just about the physical side. It's about foresight. Sometimes when they say, "Oh, you have four eyes," or "You are a witch," you are a witch.
Mm-hmm.
Like they call me, I'm a witch. Yes, because I, I,
That's
I
okay.
have that foresight. I love it. So when they call me that, I'm instantly happy to be wondering, is she okay? I'm very okay, because that's exactly the way God made it to be. It's about foresight rooted in faith, not just foresight just blindly. Foresight is rooted in faith. It's
Yeah.
believing that hunger, illiteracy, poverty, and injustice can be defeated by you and I,
Amen.
by all of us here, because a better future has already been imagined and spiritually ordained and given to you and I, to all of us here. So where there is no vision, the people perish. This is
Yes.
what Proverbs 29:18 says.
Yep.
So global movement is a vision that brings life, purpose,
Mm-hmm.
into first ourselves, our families, the children of the world, the young people, and women. So, vision empowers identity. We know that it is so true. And
Yeah.
vision empowers identity. It's very important for us to understand, because when somebody, children as young as they are, don't understand. When an adult shuts down a child's vision, guess what? They put that child into mental challenges. They put that child into emotional imbalance. We've heard
Yeah.
about stories. Let's take, for instance, our famous Michael Jordan, when he was told by a school teacher that you will never be able to play basketball. And
Mm-hmm.
thank God that his parents were there, or grandmother. They
Mm-hmm.
instilled that in me and said, "No, you will." He took that as a challenge. He was
True.
training, and look at him today, one
Yep.
of the millionaires of the world. A lot
Yep.
of us, we shatter our children's dreams knowingly or unknowingly. And
Yep.
even parents, sometimes we say words that would tarnish a child's identity or self-image, and we
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But we don't know. I urge that we apologize. We kneel down and say, "Lord, take these words out of my mouth and replace
Amen.
it with something different." So vision empowers identity. For women, children, and young people, vision becomes a mirror of who they were created to become.
Yep.
Leaders, to be CEOs like our CEO, Ash, creators, change makers, and lights in their communities. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we talk about
Mm-hmm.
President Nelson Mandela. I love Jim Rohn. May his soul,
Mm-hmm.
may their souls continue to
So
rest.
rest in peace. Yeah.
I talk about Dr. Maya Angelou. I talk about you guys here on One Global Movement, Sister Yvonne Finn, Sister Melanie Mukamugema, John Barilla, and all the audience. These are
Mm-hmm.
all visionaries. Otherwise, there will be no reason for you guys coming here or us being here talking. We are all visionaries, and we must also include our names there. So, vision says, you are not what you lack. You're not what you lack.
Yes.
You are what you dream.
Yep.
You're
That's
not
true.
right. Because some of us say, I don't have it. We keep fooling ourselves. When we have everything, we have it. You just have to keep calling it in as though they were already here. Call them into existence. And then vision sparks possibilities. That is so true.
It
Do you
is.
know we dream every day? If we can just pay a little attention to our dreams, even those dreams that are not so comfortable, those dreams are
Mm-hmm.
telling us something. If we
Yep.
can just change it in the positive way, God will continue to guide. It transforms. I wish into I will. Dreams transform I wish into I will. Not just
Yes.
wish. We don't just wish. The power of vision fuels education, entrepreneurship, creativity, resilience, persistence, and leadership, making the impossible feel reachable. What do you think you cannot do? You just like, oh, you just send your hand across. It's like you just catch it right here. What I'm
It's true.
doing today, I never knew that I will be doing this. Like what I did last Wednesday, I'm like, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Never knew
Yeah.
that I would be at
Yeah.
that level where I will be speaking to people, you know. And so it is such a beautiful thing. So a child with vision sees beyond the classroom,
Yeah.
see beyond just the four walls of the classroom. You see beyond businesses. You see beyond being an entrepreneur, a creator, a content creator. You see beyond food trucks that you garden and take it to places to feed other families that cannot feed themselves. A young woman with vision sees beyond survivor. We are not just here to survive, we are
Yes.
here to thrive. She
Yes.
sees legacies upon
Yes.
legacies. So vision builds movement. One
It does.
look at unpassive. Unpassive is a movement.
It
One
is.
global movement is a vision in motion where people from all walks of life unite around a shared dream of dignity, equity, and opportunity for all. It builds bridges and tears down barriers. That's why we say one global movement includes everyone. We need to be, if something is not working the way that you think, leave it alone. What can you do about that situation? That means we have to be solution oriented. Instead of tearing down people, we want to seek to build down people. So I'll let you guys continue.
If you want to go ahead, Sister Melanie, please continue because
Yeah.
you've said it so much because visions are only wishful thinking when you don't pursue them, right?
Right.
So long as you step out and start doing something, and as we said over and over and over, yes, you might have to start it alone. It takes courage to do that. People thinking you're crazy or it's not going to work. They will give you all kinds of advice. And then when they see it happening now, watch what happens, right? And that's okay. So long as they come with the same mindset that you want, right? That
Right.
is all that it takes to build it now after that. But you have to lay the foundation. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been given to you alone, as you say. I don't think people dream in or have visions in bulk.
No.
Everybody gets up with their vision, and then you
Yeah.
have to find your way to magnify or multiply it by being courageous and firm and focused, passionate, as Sister Melanie said. It takes passion. You can't
Yep.
just be, hear them, scare them. You have to really sometimes blood, sweat, and tears, like our CEO. And I don't know what's in store for you, Sister Mundih, but it might take that, you
It
know,
takes it does take blood, sweat,
sweat
tears,
and tears.
everything. Because
Yes.
you know what? Talk about tears, blood. I've gone it, and
There
I
you
know
go.
a lot of us here have done it. It's not
Of
just
course.
you
Of
know,
course.
yeah, and the vision comes in different ways.
It
Sometimes
does.
what you were born with, sometimes what comes out of what you were born with, and sometimes the vision it's a kind of correction that says, "Oh, stay like this. You've deviated from what you were created to be," and
Yes. Yes.
sometimes that vision it pushes you so hard to go through something that it's disturbing, it even hurts you, but when you put the vision in you, you will come out of that with a better vision to continue to do what you're doing, because
Absolutely.
people being hurt,
Absolutely.
it's telling us something, it's telling us
Yes.
something if we can just pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sister?
Vision is also staring in the face of adversity. Like
Hmm.
look at
Absolutely.
Ash, for example. When he spoke yesterday, I felt it
Mm-hmm.
because when you're kind-hearted, people rip you apart. They tend to rip you apart.
It's
But
true.
he didn't stop there, and he's explaining from the bottom of his heart what's happening.
Yeah.
Some might believe it, like those of us who see that vision in him, we will believe. But there's people who still, yeah, right, those kind of things.
Oh, I know. I saw some
So
of the comments. Yes. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so and they will still, on top of him telling the truth. I'm just giving the example of him yesterday because it happened just, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Giving the example, he's giving the truth to us. He doesn't have to explain. Some people would take it and run or shut down or. But he's
Mm-hmm.
still there. He's showing us, despite of what happened, he has the vision and he's not going to leave us behind. He's going to fulfill it. All
Hmm.
right. I, on the other hand, in unpassive, and not we are not boasting or anything, but we have to talk about accomplishments, whether it's minute or whether it's gigantic.
Right.
When I was on again Robin Lean, and before that, Sister Yvonne, it was New Year's Eve, Sister Yvonne Monday.
Call me
New
Monday.
Year's
So we differentiate the two Yvonne now. Monday.
Monday,
Monday.
okay, I said Monday,
Monday.
Monday, okay. So we were on New Year's Eve. We were on StreamYard. I remembered on Rob and Lynn. It wasn't Roblin, and you came on, and you were asking. I think you were asking Brother Marty and Brother Chris, show me, and you were determined. I remember that. I remembered seeing you and hearing you, and I said, "Wow, she's pushy in that sense." I said, but in a good way. And then there you are today. So I'm looking at certain leaders who are doing things. Sister Yvonne Finn, when I used to be on the Sundays live, they used to have the different ones before. You
Yeah.
used to invite me in because I remember you used to always, Sister Melanie, go ahead and speak, and sister, Dr. Benny
Yeah.
and those people, right? So
Yes.
I used to listen to those leaders, and I'm saying to myself, they can do it, I can do it too. So when I'm going to the vision part, when I was on Rob Lean live at that time, I talk about we were talking every night, as you know, and somebody said they needed help with something at the back office training.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have training. I didn't have much training at all. I just learned from observing, and
Yeah.
so I kept short because I don't want to teach people what I. So one of the girls reached out and said, Sister Mel, I'm counting on you. So I said, me? Okay, I didn't hesitate. I just said, okay, maybe that's how I learn too. Then two or three other people. So it was like a matter of four people who said, yes, they want to learn. So we decided to go in the back in the training area, right? And then we were doing all of us helping each other. As I always mention, collaboratively, because you don't know it all. And what I didn't know, I asked. You guys know how to get this one, and we all together, and we were happy. It was a nice little life. Then I became kind of proud because I'm saying, okay, that's my start. And then more people reach out. Then it turned
Yes.
out to be like a group of 15, 25, and I
Yes.
gave it a little name, you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
It was Connect. I even forgot now what it is. But anyhow, I gave it a name at first, and then it was nice. John
Yep.
sang, Sister Lean was there, and she was giving me the props. Go ahead, Mel, you're doing great, Rob. All these people. So when I'm getting the push, it's a vision.
It is.
I'm steering towards that way. I'm saying it
Yes.
for other people who are listening because we all have it in us. We can do it. And then
Yes.
it stemmed out when on passive went down, that that spiraled down.
Yes.
I I still had a little group that I was in on the other side, but still in Messenger referring to on passive. And I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to do some little videos and thing, and I called a few people in, just trying my hands to see what I can do, because that's the start of a vision. You can't just sit and say you can do. It
No, you
turned
can't.
out when it went down, the group's animal closed was shut down. So I kept mine open, and I said, no, I'm going to, well, not only me, John was part of it, other people, and when we were calling people in, and then now it's 64 people, even if everybody don't come all at once,
All the
but
time. Yeah.
then we are there as a group and we are helping each other. We are, sharing little thoughts here and there, little emojis and things that will aspire, like inspire, right?
Inspire what
And if
yes.
I
Yeah.
see it's filled with, if it's gonna be polluted, where it's a down thing, I put a message, but in a nice way. And that's how we inspire. That's our vision. We are here to help, support, educate, take feedback ourselves. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how we win together. That's a
Yeah.
vision. And the
Yep.
Yes.
vision will be accomplished because of our attitude. And
Yep.
who said we
Absolutely.
won't get upset? Who said we won't be sensitive sometimes according to what
Sure.
we read?
Yes.
But
Sure.
we can change that by overriding it and put little thoughts that would help and benefit everybody.
Yep.
Of course, because visions have to be protected and stewarded and we're working with human beings. And
Yep.
every single person has a different personality. And someday they might not be feeling empowered and enlightened and evolved. They come with their low game, or and someday you come with an A game, and you have to just make accommodation for that. We're not
Yes,
all going to be on the same high level every day. If you're feeling
exactly.
not well or what something has happened, you tend to bring that with you. You shouldn't, but we're human and we make mistakes. But the thing is, the vision, as with Sister Mundih here, this one big mission, and even with Mr. Mufara, and everybody else who has a vision to protect, and we all do.
Yes.
So it's all about stewardship, and it says so right there in the Bible. He gave us a vision, that's like how he gives us children, and we're stewards of all of those things, our prosperity, our everything, all the gifts he's given us. They're to be stewarded well, but
Yes.
not perfectly. We can't do it perfectly because the only perfect person that ever lived was, who, Christ.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
certainly, certainly. We when we talk about sensitivity, because some people would take that word in a negative connotation
Yes,
to say
yes,
you're too
yes.
sensitive. Sensitivity is a very good thing.
It
If I am
is.
not sensitive to what you do, I am not
Exactly.
sensitive to your culture, I
Yeah.
am not sensitive to your way of life, it therefore means that I am not respecting those things. And so we
Absolutely.
need to be sensitive because we are different. We were born differently, but
Hmm.
we have a thing that goes 100%. We are humans. We are bound to change.
Hmm.
And the time is something that you and I can never change. We're given it equally. But according to our vision and our gifts, they're so different. So if somebody is sensitive, there's no need to apologize. We want to make sure because some of our kids, when they tell them in school, oh, you're too sensitive, now you put that child's spirit down because
Absolutely.
sensitivity is a good thing. I have to be sensitive to what you're doing, to what you say, because I'm
Hmm.
respecting you in that space and time. I don't expect you to be like me, and you don't
Hmm.
expect me to be like you. But if we get the mindset to say, you know what, change is imminent, change is part of who we are, and then we will keep seeing just the goodness even in the wrong things that people do unless those things have to be really there to harm us. Even so, we use our vision to see what can we do in this situation without shying away, without giving up, without being fearful. Because if somebody comes to harm my family right now,
Hmm.
I will do whatever it takes
Exactly.
to protect my family. So that is
Yeah.
so vision is generational because what we do today, what we are saying today, remember we are reading the works of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We are reading the works of Nelson Mandela. We are reading the works of Jim Rohn. We are reading the works of a lot of visionaries. We are here. What I established this one global movement is because of the vision, the lessons of Mr. Ashman, because I didn't know what I was doing at first. I did it, and I was happy. But when I
Mm-hmm.
know how it wasn't the nonprofit that I thought that it was, I had to go back to the Secretary of State and to change.
Yes.
No, you can't
Yes.
have that name anymore. I said, no, I want that one global movement back. They said, no, you can have it if you're going to turn it into a nonprofit. But what did I do? I then added onto it one global movement, building hopes and dreams. Now, bingo, it was accepted.
There you
So,
go.
you know, we learn from these people. When you're talking about Mr. Ashman Farah yesterday, I couldn't attend because of one
Yeah.
global movement
I know.
things.
I
But
know.
here's
I
the
know.
thing: people are here; they are looking up here instead of looking in here.
Mhm.
If we are really grateful beings, we need to be grateful because the first ever human resource created by the creator is human. Human
Yep.
resource is very
Yep.
important. And he has succeeded with that. When you succeed with human resource and the best, not the best, but the better kind of human resource, because we all are growing. We are growing,
Mm-hmm.
then you must have succeeded to impact humanity. We are here today because of him. Otherwise,
Yes.
we will not be here speaking together. So if we acknowledge that, then we'll see whatever thing we want coming after this. But if we go negatively, we're not going to see it. And it therefore means we need to work on ourselves. Because for me, if you tell me, okay, this is it from Mr. Ashman Farah, I will thank God. I will thank the Almighty God for everything. But I
Yeah.
know that this is not all because he's such a persistent man. So when we talk about vision in the mission of one global movement or your own mission, we are talking about something that plants seeds of greatness today for a harvest of transformation tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
about lifting entire bloodlines out of limitation, out of abuse, out of lack, out of
Yes.
lies, and into great legacies. So you may not be the first to start to be rich in your family, but you can be the very first to start a vision that changes everything, that eliminates hunger, illiteracy, abuse, poverty, and all the other things. Like I vowed about how many years ago that I will be the very first person in my bloodline to combat abuse, combat illiteracy, and to be very rich so that the others will be rich. And when I say so, it's also for one global movement. So now we go to the second part of the question. But if you guys have something else you can add, because the second part of the question is still there, seeing beyond to build a better tomorrow. So if someone has something to add,
Go
otherwise
ahead, sister.
we're going to go.
I don't. Go ahead, please. Yeah, because
So,
it's.
seeing beyond today to build a better tomorrow in the context of our mission, one global movement mission, or your mission, everybody's mission to the world carries a deep and purposeful meaning. Yes, especially considering our vision to defeat hunger, illiteracy, and poverty and build generational wealth through divine intervention, because there is nothing that we can do without that intervention. Because if without that, I don't think I will be here today. I would have been
Mm,
long gone. So one global movement mantra with this is that we see beyond today with the heart full of hope. We build a better tomorrow with hands full of purpose. So together, like Sister Melanie emphasizes all the time, because we are here together. Otherwise, we'll not be here, three of us on stage here or with the audience. So together we rise, one voice, one vision, one global movement is what we are all about. And we break this down into like seeing beyond today's, what does it mean to see beyond today? Having the vision and foresight to look past current limitations, pain, and challenges. And we all have gone through this, either somebody limiting us because of one thing or the other, or pain that we suffer that is inflicted upon us, or challenges that were not meant for us. But guess what? Those things are there for a reason. Look at what Christ went through. Look at what he became
yeah.
to really champion our cause in the world. So we have to acknowledge that while today may be filled with need, inequality, or suffering, the story doesn't end here. No, it doesn't. Our stories are going, they are continuing until the last day we take the last breath. That is when we will be so happy and be smiling that, you know what, I did it and I did it. And our tombs are going to be smiling when it's written there, here lies the tomb of Yvonne Finn, here lies the tomb of Mundih, here lies the tomb of John Barilla, Sister Melanie, here lies the tomb of these visionaries that came through this path. And like we are reading from other people. So believing
Mhm.
that hope, faith, and action today can unlock miracles tomorrow. And they
Mhm.
are unlocking miracles. If you don't see them, they are. They are there. They
Yeah.
are walking behind the scene without you even knowing. So go ahead, sisters.
Yeah. So a strong vision too, it turns a believer, like we are on the sideline. We were on the sideline when we came into on passive because we wanted to see what's happening and we wanted to see the man behind it. We saw
Mhm.
Yes.
him. We saw
Yes.
who he is. We saw how lowly he is. Lowly meaning, there's
Humble,
quality.
humble. How
Yeah,
humble he is.
lowly
Yeah.
humble. He sits in the
Yeah.
crowd. He doesn't
Yeah.
sit up high and look. He sits
Yeah.
in the crowd with us. Make
Hmm.
jokes. He takes jokes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it turns believers. It
Hmm.
turns believers into activists, like people who are actively involved. It turns us, our vision, into believing, from believing into actively involving ourselves, like
Hmm.
doing something so something else can happen.
Hmm.
And like I will always stress, because one global movement is global. One on passive is global, so it stretches from Nairobi to New York to the Caribbean, wherever. Together, it's a vision because we are going to accomplish something. It's a vision. It's like a big goal, a huge goal. We are looking forward to something, and it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen. This is our vision. So why do we sit and be quiet? We have to take part,
Yep.
participate, and do something.
Yep.
Nothing is impossible.
Yep.
Okay, once you put your heart to it, you can do a little circle, and it doesn't look like a circle. It looks rigid, but when you keep trying at that circle, it becomes a refined one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we are.
Yep.
This is what we are. A shared vision, it cuts through the divide. Like many times, the division comes when we steer other direction. Like some are looking straight forward and some are looking sideline. It's like, oh yeah, it's not gonna happen, but we keep going forward, fulfilling the dreams
Yep.
that we
Mm-hmm.
once, we once had. We wish we could have done this. We wish we could have helped someone. There it is for us. We are on a platform. We are in a movement where it came to us. We didn't have to do backpacks to go all over, to do missionary work. I mean, that still is part of what people do, which is good. But we
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to go there. He brought them, all of us together. All of us are standing on the podium.
Yep.
So our vision here is in Unpassive along with Ash when it comes to fruition. And in a different little groups, we are like in one global movement, in the group that I am in, the one that I created along with other people and other places. We are
Mm-hmm.
involved, and that vision, it may take a few months, it may take a year, but it's there.
Yep.
It will not go under the carpet. It
Yep.
will be there. It's there for us to be part of, and it's going to happen. And
Yes,
that
it is. Yeah.
becomes, yeah.
What I like about Unpassive is that when you came in, Mr. Mufara, I remember the older ones where he always said, you can either get a vision when you come here, or you can bring your visions when you come here. This is a multiplying spot. And some visions, and most visions, most things in life, they require money, funds to do them, right? It's nice. Yes, of course, you can give someone a smile and everything, but when you want to do something that's so impactful on somebody's life, you need to have that. And this is what is so attractive about on passive, right? And if you were to go around and do a poll, you would find that so many people, it's a million, how many accounts? So many people are already doing it. It's just not broadcasted. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what everybody is doing. And I
Right.
know that because I do go to spot check different groups once in a while. And it is so important that this is maintained as the vision is personal most times. It starts there. It's the same thing. Look how big it is. And yet Mr. Mufara got up, or I don't know how long he had that, but it's
Mhm.
his vision.
Yep.
And because of who he is or how the ethos of the company, that's another thing I like. When he said that, how inclusive it was, and how he wasn't trying to make a religion or a cult. You are free to use Unpassive, what it's going to create for you, to amplify and magnify and enlarge your territory,
Mm-hmm.
right? People come with their vision. He doesn't have to give you a vision. That's not what he's saying he's doing. I love that. Because for me, supporting what I've already set up is very important. I just want to grow it larger. And it's the same thing with Sister Mundih. She came with one global movement. It was always here and here, or here and here. This is just going to make it. And the people who want to go with her, like ourselves, we're already set go or set go ready, whatever you want to call it. I like this. Let me just read this. I like this quote by John C. Maxwell. It says, failed plans should not be interpreted as failed vision. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Visions don't change, they're only refined, redirected. Plans rarely stay the same. You might come up with a vision and you think this is how it's going to go, but it's still the vision that you have to focus on, right?
Yes.
Plans rarely stay the same, and they are scrapped or adjusted as needed. Be stubborn about that vision, but be flexible about the plan.
Yes.
Whether it's Mother Teresa or whoever it is, I think Les Brown is one of your mentors, isn't it, Sister Mundih?
Yes, yes,
Look where he's look what he had to go through. I mean,
yes.
they pretty much called him a dunce, right? He wasn't going to be anything.
Yep,
And
yep.
this is a motivational speaker now, and he's known globally,
Yes,
right?
and yep, very rich and very influential. I attended his Power Voice Academy for 1 year, and I graduated from there. You
There
know,
you go.
I
Yeah.
learned to be so persistent and to speak.
And he does it with such humor. He's always,
Oh, he laughs.
he's
He
always,
laughs a lot. He laughs a lot. And when you hear Mr. Brown's story, which he tells it to the world,
yes,
because
he does.
our stories empower others.
Yes.
This is an abandoned twin,
I know. I know.
abandoned in hot daylight in an abandoned dirty building in dust. And somebody came and discovered them and then adopted them. And this mother adopted 7 children and took care of them. And he was called a dumb twin. In school,
Yes.
they mocked him.
Yes.
He
Yes.
almost committed suicide,
He did. And
And,
he
and
has such humor. How does he maintain that? I mean, every time I watch him and I see him laughing and joking, I'm thinking, we know his story. He's not bitter by any means.
no, he's not. He's not. As like me, I wanted to commit suicide. I'm like, and he said, Yvonne, no,
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 it's
don't,
not the
don't.
way. It's not
I
the
am,
way.
I am your
No.
father. I've been there. And I
Yeah.
know where you're coming from. No,
Yeah.
suicide, your life was not yours. It was given to you. And you cannot
Yes.
take that life away. That's what he told me. You can't take that life away. It was yours.
He's right. Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
it that story, that kind of life that you lived, that is what the world needs. And so
There you go.
he trained me, and and I started speaking in places and out of the country. I'm like, and so I thank God for all of these things, because we're saying these things not to be proud of. We're saying these things not to have people to sympathize with us. You say,
No.
because
No.
this is the way of life. Like Melanie mentioned, like if I don't say it rightly, like saying that things are not written in stones, or they're stagnant. Human beings, you're bound to change. Look at where we are today. We were babies, we were conceived, we were
Yeah.
born, we
Yeah.
grew, and look at where we are going today. So things are bound to change. Like John Maxwell is one of my
Yes.
mentors. It
Yeah, of
says,
course. Yes.
to keep hold, hang on to that vision as if your life depends on it, because it does. And the
Yep.
plan will change, whether you
Yeah.
like it or not.
Yes, it will.
Change, welcome that change. Know that that change is telling you something. Don't try
Mm-hmm.
to overwhelm yourself by saying, "Oh no, this failed." It failed because you have to fail your way to success while learning along the way. I have
Mm-hmm.
learned from my grandmother, since I don't know how to. Somebody say, "Oh no, it's not going to work." Okay, that's fine. It's not going to work today. Tomorrow is another day. It has to
Yeah.
work, and I keep
Yeah.
going. I keep
Mm-hmm.
going, and I met Les Brown. Was even worse. For 5 years, he kept going to something that he wanted. At last, he got it. five
Of
years,
course.
and
Of
I
course.
didn't give up. Like me, I don't give up. At the meeting last Wednesday, I was going flying across the room to all those government leaders, and the,
I
the,
could see you.
the speaker said, "Oh, Mundih is not here to play. Okay, okay." That's the kind of people that we want in government positions. Like,
I love it.
no
That's
government
nice.
position for me, because they're not going to allow me act out my vision. They're not going to let me do that. So, if you want something in life, go after. You already have the vision. What
Yeah.
materials? What? Who do you need to bring
Yeah.
into your circle? And know that you bring somebody that don't work. Let them be, because that was a moment. They were just a chapter in your book. It doesn't mean that
Absolutely.
they have to be there. Like I say here in One Global Movement, take good care of yourself. Don't come here when you're sick, or your children don't even have something to eat, or you need to take them to the hospital. You need to attend a parent teachers association meeting or school conferences. You are rushing to come here. You're not here to show off. We're here to do the job.
Yeah.
That's why I become vulnerable sometimes to ask, can you please help with this?
Of
You have
course.
to be
Yes.
able to do
Yes.
that. So to build a better tomorrow speaks to creating lasting change, not just offering temporary aid, but
No.
transforming systems and lives. This is a system we are building here. Before you know
And
it, go in print. We
mhm.
already have them in videos. These videos, this is history. They're going to be
It
here
is.
after we are gone, right? So we have
Yes.
to empower the next generation with education. skill education, not just oh, I have this degree, oh, I am a class this, oh, I have an A.
Okay.
Examination, as we all know, is now the natural best way of evaluation, because you have to evaluate somebody or a child when you know that they are psychologically, mentally, emotionally, physically sound before. But the way it goes, the children are very smart. We all were born smart. So empowering the next generation with education, opportunity, health, good health, and dignity, and planting the seeds of compassion, resilience, and unity across borders and cultures. If you and I can just calm down to say, we're not just going to take what they are telling us, what this one is telling us, but if a child is dying in the United States, if a child is dying in the islands, if a child is dying in Canada or in Africa, what role are we playing? Do we know that it's going to have ripples across the world? If a mother is running from instigated riots and abuse with children, what are we doing to help that situation? Children are crying out and saying, "Mommy, Daddy, my uncle, my caregiver, I am tired. I'm sick and tired of watching my fellow young people being smothered, being killed, being abused. They are tired. I talk with them all the time. They are tired. It therefore means it doesn't matter whether you're tall, short, big, fat, or you're whatever. It doesn't matter, because all of us are educated. We are educated in our languages. We are educated in. It does not matter. That's why we here in One Global Movement says, just like the CEO says, we must transform humanity. Either we do it or we die. You may as well just die. If you're not going to do something, you die with your vision and be counted in the graveyard as those that did not empty out themselves into the world. But I want to empty out myself. That's why even if I'm sick, something just comes within me to get up and do something unless I can speak. Like I didn't speak for months, but because God is healing me every day, I am bound to this, and this is what is healing me because I've made up my mind to do something. So building a world where no child goes to bed hungry, no woman is silence, and they whisper and they just sit and cry, and no youth is denied a future, is such a very beautiful thing that we all can do. And we are not only responding to today's needs, we are prophetically with the divine preparing a future where everyone, regardless of your background, your upbringing, regardless of the volume of your bank account, regardless of your status in society, where everyone has the chance to live, because we are all created to live and live abundantly, and to learn, and to continue to grow and to lead, just like we are leading here. We are all leaders. It is such a beautiful thing. So
It is.
One Global Movement really affirms this to all the world, as we are torch bearers of hope, lighting the path where others may see darkness. And this summer is going to be beautiful. We're going to be lighting the path with feet, going in our garden, doing. I'm so excited.
Ah, I
Okay.
hear you.
Yes. This is such a beautiful thing. Thank you guys
It
so much
is.
for your
It is a
contribution.
nice topic. I love it. Yes.
Yes, and okay, we have our managing director is here, Mr. Barilla. Thank you so much for all you are doing for our children, and thank you for sharing everything on passive all the time so that we can get it firsthand. Thank you so much. And the power of vision, seeing beyond tomorrow to bring a better tomorrow, a better
Yep.
vision. Thank you so much, John.
And
And Sister says, greetings to everyone here, and thank you for your big welcome appreciation for all you do for this platform and so many others as well. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
thank you,
And
John.
this is our link, and thank you for always putting that in there, please. The least
Mhm.
we start our vision by just doing this simple thing. You go and like and you follow. The same thing too with YouTube. Continue to subscribe, to like, to follow, to turn on the notification bell, and to share, share, share. We have to share the vision of One Global Movement to all corners of the globe. Very, very important. And then thank you so much, Sister Nancy, for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you. And
You can ignore that one. I'll tell you what that is. It's about StreamYard. They want you to,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, hello, Sunil. How are you? Welcome to this global family. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so that you don't miss out on anything, so that you can also share it with everyone and children in your community. And we have Sanjaya. How are you, Sanjaya? Thank you so much for joining us here today. We highly appreciate you. And we have Sister Deborah Long. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us here today. We highly appreciate you. And we have Hafu Rai. How are you, sir? Thank you for joining us from that part of the world. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. And we appreciate you. And you're welcome into this global family. And of course, our beautiful Sister Mel is always here to support us because we are one.
Amen.
We are one, and we are here to support one another because we are not islands upon ourselves. So good days.
Mhm.
We appreciate you. And let's go down here. Okay, you were sent to the stream yet already, Sister Melanie.
Yes, yes.
Let's go. Sir Abdul Sattar, always here as one of the strongest pillars here in One Global Movement. We appreciate you, sir, for supporting children, women, and young people. And thank you. Say hello to your family and the children in your community. And we have OP Mangash Global Talent Show. Oh my goodness, Mangash, how are you? Thank you so much. I am waiting to be on your show when you invite me, but let me know ahead of time because of the way One Global Movement schedule is. If you let me know ahead of time, I will be there. Just give me 3 choices to choose from, and then give me 1 or 2 weeks ahead of time. I will be present. Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I highly appreciate you for supporting One Global Movement. Don't fail to subscribe to our channel. That's one way of helping our children. Thank you. Yes, Mr. John Barilla says, Melanie Mel, can
Are
I
you
leave
kidding?
all clean up and ready to enjoy One Global Movement? Yay!
We clean up. Why were you gardening? Why is he asking? That's funny.
Maybe you're a gardener like me.
Ah, too
And then
cold.
And we have Iqbal Patel, India. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for joining us from that part of the world. We highly appreciate you. And we thank our CEO for bringing all parts of the world together under one umbrella. So thank you, sir. If you have not subscribed, do so. And so that we can continue to support children together. And let's see here. I said the CEO. Our managing director says, OP, my guys, Global Talent Show. Welcome. Nice to have you join us. Hashtag One Global Movement. Hashtag Speak with Heart. Hashtag JJB Teen Man. Hashtag Big Heart. Hashtag Unpassive. Hashtag Unpassilicious.
Mhm.
Yeah. And let's go down here. If I don't miss any name, we have K Malathi. How are you, sir? Thank you again for joining us here today. We highly appreciate you for all you're doing for women, children, and young people worldwide. And let's go down here. I know that Sister Yvonne is watching as well. And Ojala Kuma, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining us again today. We appreciate you. Say hello to everyone around you. We love you all. And we have Andil Commander. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for joining us from that part of the world. And we are now family. Be sure to share, subscribe, and say hello to all the children around you. And we have our brother from the sunny Pretoria, Brother Levi. How are you? Greetings, my esteemed brothers and sisters of OGM. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. And thank you so much for your support. Extend our greetings to the land of Nelson Mandela, the land of Ubuntu. Thank you. And let's go here. We have Vivienne Beni, how are you? Thank you so much, sister, for joining us here from that part of the world. We highly appreciate you and thank you for supporting women, children, and young people, and extend our love and regards to all the children around you. Thank you so much. And we have our little girl, Otam Papri, with always a beautiful smile. Thank you so much, Otam, for joining us here today. We highly appreciate you. And Hamida Rahman, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for being that strong pillar behind our children. And let's go down. And we have Sanjo Paul, official. How are you, Paul? That's the name of my grandfather. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for supporting One Global Movement Children. We appreciate you. And we have Pakash Mali. How are you? Are you from Mali, or that's just your name? Because I love Mali. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We highly appreciate you for your support for children worldwide. And we have Kene McCullough. How are you, ma'am? Thank you so much for joining us here today. We highly appreciate you. I'm trying to look at the face like I know the face. Thank you so much. Anyway, you are one of us here. We were brought together for the sake of humanity. Thank you so much. And of course, the managing director takes the time to welcome each and everyone here uniquely. Deborah Lam, you are well. You are becoming a regular here on One Global Movement. Speak with heart. Welcome. Yes, welcome, sister. Thank you so much. And let's go down here.
It's Ashok.
Okay, did I pass it?
No, you're going down. Ashok
Okay.
is next.
Okay. Sir Ashok Kumar, thank you so much, sir, for your resilience, your determination to support One Global Movement. And we highly appreciate you. And thank you for always appreciating Mr. Ashmufara and Non-Passive. Thank you so much. And we have Sir Jagannath. How are you? Thank you so much, sir, for your great support for children, women, and young people worldwide. Say hello to all the children around you. And then the managing director said, remember, if someday you feel like saying something about our topic, you can go on the panel. We usually have the link posted here in the chat, or you can ask for it. Yes. Thank you so much, John. Yes. And we always say that. Remember, we are here for children, and children require all of our opinion, our worldview about everything, because children are raised differently. They were born and gifted differently, all of us. And so when you speak from your side, from your perspective, and we all do so, then children will be able to pick and choose to fit into where it resonates with their goals and their dreams. So thank you so much, John, for putting that again out there. And let's go. We have Razeha Pandaf. How are you? Sir, thank you so much for being that strong pillar behind One Global Movement. We appreciate you. And our sister, Vevine says, Jesus gave us two everyday metaphors so that we could clearly understand how he wants us to serve and to represent him each day. You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world. Matthew 5:13-14. Thank you so much. That's such a beautiful, beautiful thing to put it there. Thank you so much, Vavine. We appreciate you. And let's go down here. If I'm missing anything, Melanie, call me to attention. And we have our beautiful sister, Clover Kelly. How are you, sister? We appreciate your support and your love for children of One Global Movement, which is World Children. So good afternoon, our sisters and brothers of Unpassive and One Global Movement. Love you all. We love you so much, and we wish you a fun, fantastic Friday and weekend. And this is our link again. And Sister Yvonne will always put it so that we don't forget about it. This is the easiest thing we can do. And you can share it in all your social media handles so that we get to everyone. Every family in the world, every child, every young person, every woman deserves to know what we are doing. They deserve to know that they have a place, they have a choice, that they are being respected, they are being treated with dignity and humility, and all what they need. We have it from different perspectives to fit their different goals and dreams. Thank you so much for putting that there. Of course, our beautiful sister Ballyhoo, Pushpin Media, Sister Sharon. Hello, everyone. I am on the bus listening. Happy Friday and happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating their birthday today. And I'm sending prayers and hugs to those who need it right now. Virtual hugs to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have Van Guyana. Guyana, is that the friend from New York?
Yes. Yeah, that's him.
Oh, we miss you. I've been thinking, where is he? I forgot the name. I wanted to ask John. Thank you so much for being here, Guyana. Thank you. How are you doing? How is what you're doing going? We would like to hear about what you're doing because we know that you're also supporting something phenomenal there for humanity. So hi,
See,
my
read further what he says. He's just dying for you to have the stickers so he can support you, you know?
oh, I know. Somebody is going to help me from my meeting yesterday at the capital. They're going to help me. They're going to help me. I'm going to email that person. You have been on me for almost 1 year with this. So, but thank
Yes.
you for being so persistent. Okay. Thank you. Hi, my dear.
Okay, sisters, I'm going to step away for a while. I'll be right back.
No problem. Hi, my dear lovely heroines, ma'am. Good afternoon to you all from Albany, New York. This is Van Guyana. Long time no talk and see you all. I am sorry about that. Was sick. Oh, I'm sorry, but we're praying for everybody that was sick. I was too, but thank God that we are here today. Guyana, if you don't mind, you share your contact information with the managing director to share it with me, please. I would like to get your information, and he can also share mine with you. Thank you so much. And we have he says, ma'am, please provide super stickers option. Then I can send you super stickers. Love you all. Take care. I'm going to do that, and that is going to be on top of my list until I get it done. Okay. I'm going to get it done by the grace of God, by the end of the month. I'm going to put it top because you've been talking to me about this a lot. So thank you so much for keep on reminding us. And the managing director, Van Guyana, hello, hello, welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with her today. We love having you here. Of course we do. Of course we do. And let's go down. This beautiful Yvonne, thanks so much. It's 2:03 a.m. now. Just got home from the airport and happened to be so lucky to make your life. You are all incredible, just amazing. Oh, Vavine. So where are you from? 2 a.m.? Are you from
PNG.
PNG? I was PNG time. Thank you so much, Ravine. Thank you. We appreciate you. Okay. And if you need us to talk about anything or you want to hop on here, it is everybody's right to be on the stage here or propose a topic about something happening in your family or in your community with regards to women and children, then we can talk about it. And everybody's free to do that, not just some people are not. Everyone here is included. Thank you so much for being here. And lastly, our beautiful Mel says to everyone here, thank you so much. I am sliding over to another meet. Bye to all of you. Thank
Yes.
you guys so much and have a wonderful, fantastic, fun weekend. And we'll meet you again next week on Wednesday and Thursday. And remember to anchor the children, your family together with them on this YouTube so that when you watch, you comment, you say something so that we can go back and read it and hopefully do something with your comment. Otherwise, you can also say, this is what I want. You put it here. I would like us to talk about it. You can put the topic here. The managing director and our fellow panelists here are always watching. Sometimes I don't watch because I'm busy thinking about a lot of other things. So thank you guys so much, and I will give the closing remarks to Sister Mel, if you won't mind, please.
I was just about to slide over, but anyhow, you caught me. Yeah, really and truly, vision is passion, right? Vision is passion, and it sparks our passion. So what we see is what we go after, and it's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing, and it's our
Sorry about that.
that's okay. It's our sweat, it's our blood, it's our everything together we put into it. That's our passion. And we just rally behind the possibilities of things because they are endless. As we know, possibilities are endless. The papers, certificates and all that, it means something, it's good, but at the same time, this is not what we rally after. The possibility is the real thing, and it's there for all of us. As Sister Yvonne Finn always say, Sister Yvonne Mundih,
Yes.
and
I
let's
love
get it
that.
together,
Mundih,
guys.
Yvonne. Mundih and Yvonne. So
Yes,
long
Mundih,
Yvonne.
Mundih. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get the goals going, guys. And that's all I have to say.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's keep moving forward. Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys, sisters. I love you all. I love you all the audience. I love all of our well wishers and our supporters. Let us meet here again and again and move this dream forward until we exit the stage of this life. We love you. And until next time, bye bye.
Hi, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Goodbye, sisters.
Good. Bye
Goodbye.
bye.